Hey YouTube! Alright, so we're going to do some videos on, we're really getting into pouring lately, and we want to experiment because we're new to it, so we don't know what we're doing. So what we're going to try to do on this one is, I'll show you everything we've got. We've got, if you might, I don't know if you're watching videos of this stuff, but this is the silicone that we bought, and it's the silicone blaster. You can get this like at Home Depot, probably at any, you know, auto parts store or whatever, just basic silicone. This you can get at Home Depot or on Amazon. Oh yeah, you can get all this stuff on Amazon too. But if you're impatient like us and don't want to wait a couple days and you want to go get it right away, you can go to Home Depot. I'd actually get this at Home Depot, much cheaper than Michael's or anything like that. It's a huge, big bottle that you can get. I don't, do you remember what we paid for it? It was like 16 bucks or something like that?
to 20, something like
yeah,
that.
somewhere around that area.
And it'll last you.
Yeah,
so
and
many
small
quarters.
bottles were like $8 or $9, and you take, you know, so you get way more of this stuff. Then we're using acrylic paints here. This is, oh, can you stop, please? And then we're using acrylic paints here, so we're gonna go with a nice dark black there as a base. And then we got these Martha Stewart glow-in-the-dark paints. So we thought it'd be interesting to do a pour with those. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix in these little cups here first, 2 parts Floetrol and then 1, I'm sorry, I said that backwards. 2 part paint, 1 part Floetrol. We've seen videos that say 50-50, 1/3, 2/3, different things, so we're kind of experimenting to see what works best too. So we're not, it's not 100%, but we just want to tell you what we're doing, so if you like the results, you know what we've done. So anyways, we'll mix the colors, yeah, 2 parts paint, 1 part Floetrol, and then maybe a little bit of water. We can experiment with that too to kind of loosen the paint up a little bit to give it a little more flowage. And yeah, so we'll do all that right now, and here we go. Okay, so we are back here. I'll cut that part out.
Cut that out.
So we'll show you the consistency. Now, a lot of the videos I see, they usually go more drippy, but I've done this once without spraying any water in them, and I was happy with it. But it did take a long time for the paint to kind of flow. So we tried we put a few spritz of water in each one and stirred it up. So just to kind of show you the consistency here, it's still thick enough to where, you know, if you get a lot on there, it drips off. But you can see that it's just coming off kind of like, I don't know, a little bit thicker than milk, you know, I guess, right? So that's kind of the consistency we're going with. Like I said, we're experimenting. We're not saying for sure this is the right way, but just if you like the end product, then there you go. All right, so we've got our glow-in-the-dark orange, glow-in-the-dark yellow, a nice black base, glow-in-the-dark green, and just a basic glow-in-the-dark kind of clear coat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray silicone in here, just a blast real quick, and then I'm going to, you know what? I want a lot of cells in this. I'm gonna spray silicone in between each one really quick. So it's gonna be a lot of silicone in there, but we'll see how it comes out. Also, I'm going to do black between each one too. I'm gonna start at the base, add a color, little black, add a color, little black, add a color, little black. I'm gonna do it like that because I just wanna see how it comes out. So now you know what I'm doing, here we go. All right, so we got a spray of silicone. Now we'll go ahead and pour a little bit of black in there. A little bit of, I'll probably pour a lot of black in the beginning and then do a little bit between each one to get that good black base going there. And then, oh yeah, and then I'm gonna do a spray between each one. Just a little, boop. Oh god, that was a lot. A lot went in there, but we'll see what happens. Now I'm gonna go orange.
Close the door.
And then I also like to kind of move it around a little bit. Some people say the higher you go, the more it mixes in there. The lower you go, the more it stays on top and stuff. I don't know, experiment, but you can see what I'm doing. And then we're going to go, I think I'll just do a spray of silicone after each black. I don't need to do it every time because that's probably too much. We'll put a little bit more black in there. And a quick little spray. Okay, then we're gonna go with a little bit of yellow, or a lot of yellow I should say. There, I like mixing around a little bit. That's good. A little bit more black, just a little bit. We'll go one more spray. That kind of went sideways. It got half of it and not half of it didn't. But you know what? It's okay. Sometimes mistakes are good. Maybe it was meant to be. That was what was supposed to happen. As Bob Ross says, there are no No, no mistakes, just happy accidents. Thank you. So got the green in there now. We'll do a little bit more black. Ow. Okay, a little black on top there. We will do another spray. Boop. That was a good spray. That was a little tiny bit direct. Here's our kind of overall glow in the dark thing. This is probably just to help all of it go glow in the dark. So we'll get all that in there. And we'll get a little more black on the top there. That's good. And then you know what? Let's just finish out the rest of the colors real quick. Make that base layer or whatever that top part can be real messy. We'll see what happens. And one last little spray for good measure. Okay. So now we'll just move these aside and save. You can, if you get all the paint out of these cups, you can let them dry and then you can actually reuse them. You know, I mean, you don't want to let the paint sit overnight because it'll start to mix. But if you just mix it and then paint it fast, you can. I mean, it's up to you. But the sticks you can definitely reuse. So don't waste your sticks. Just wipe them off and reuse them. There's no need to use a fresh stick every time. Okay. So then the other thing we do too is once it's all sitting in there, kind of it's hard to see that there. Hopefully you can see that a little bit. But once it's all in there, you kind of want to give it a little mix so you can either go in and do a swirl, an X, whatever. You know, people do different things. Just don't do it a whole lot. So what I usually do is go in and go whoop, 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 whoop. I usually just do 4 little things, and look at that. Look how cool that looks. It's already focus up on that.
That's fine.
Okay, all right, go ahead, back up a little bit. That's fine. Anyways, so yeah, this is going to be really interesting. See how that one comes out. Let me go ahead and set my canvas back up here. 2 more. That's why it was so uneven. No, I'm just kidding.
Quarter of an inch.
Yeah.
Really makes a difference.
So first get your whatever platform you're using all set up and right. And it's better to put whatever you're using on the corners because you don't want to push in on the canvas. And cheaper canvases, you know, that are not made as well aren't stretched as tight. They'll sometimes the weight of the paint will push down on it. So if you can, you know, pay a couple bucks more for better canvas, it really will work better. But I'm also thinking we've been talking about too, maybe even cutting little wood pieces and firming up the back there. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Okay, now the main part. Now this part,
do you dump or do you pour?
Yeah, there's different methods obviously. Some people pour, some people dump. I think I'm gonna do just dump.
So take the canvas.
Take and just do it that way, yeah. So I'm just a little worried.
Okay.
Yeah. I might be able to.
Yeah,
I should be able to do it.
Just hold it with
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what you do if you haven't seen any other videos, you just take the cup, you put it. Oh, I already got some paint on there, great. You put it on there like that, and then you just flip it over. Okay? Real quick, just like that.
Ooh.
Oh, a little bit came out, uh-oh. Shoot. All right.
Okay.
So,
Just hold it.
yeah. All right, so obviously that was a little bit of a mistake. A little bit came out there. You want to fix it just a little bit closer to it. Yeah, that's good. So a little bit came out, but that's okay. So we let it sit there for a second, because I mean it's gonna spread all like that anyway. So that's, you know, it's not, even if it's spilled all over, you're probably still fine. But anyways, let it sit for a second. You know, give it a little bit of a tap there, kind of pull up a little bit on it so it doesn't take too much weight onto the canvas. We usually give it, I don't know, what, 10-20 seconds. Let it kind of work its way down just so it's all to the bottom before you lift it. So as much as you can get, much as you can out of the cup. And this is the best part. Another thing too, some people will move it around slowly and do that. So we'll try that another one. I think today we just want to just lift and see how it goes.
Where they poke a hole in the top.
Oh.
Just let it flow.
Oh, I haven't seen that
It'll
before.
Like, all the paint will just dump out. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Oh! And some people just let the cup drip. Some people move it away right away. Some people let it drip on the corners. I'm just gonna kind of go like this. Let a few drops drip on the side here, just to break up the pattern a little bit, but I'm liking the way it looks so far. So, obviously you can see how it is pretty thick. I'm thinking more water would have helped. So you're seeing how this is moving, but it's moving pretty slow. So then what you do from there is you just start slowly, obviously well, let me say, you can do whatever you want to do from there because it's art, but what most people do is they kind of try to get it towards each corner to fill out the whole piece there. Now obviously if you just want it all to go down or up, you can do, just kind of mess with it. But oh, that is pretty. Gosh, I hope that stays. I don't know. Oh well. So, sorry, our heater just turned on. Sorry, so it's a little bit louder in here. But anyways, I'll probably just go ahead and let you listen to the music, and we'll be quiet for a second while we do this. All right, you can just watch. So we're looking pretty good as far as that goes. And it actually wasn't too bad. I was saying more water, but oh, it's the fire thing. Did you get it hooked up yet?
No.
Oh, let's try to hook that up right now if you can. So people use fire sometimes to help the sails kind of go, and sometimes they just start to go on their own from the silicone. I because this is so much more black in here than I wanted. I'd like to try to use the fire thing to see if I can get some cells popping here, but we forgot to get it ready, so we're doing that right now. So anyways, we will let the time just we'll fast forward a little bit while the cells develop, and we'll be back in a second here. Okay, we're back. So we got our flame here. As you can see, we're gonna go ahead and just, oh yeah. You can already see it's a little tiny bit. They're starting to develop there. Am I doing too much of it? What do you think? It seems like most people that do it don't seem to do it too long.
Some do it really long and some don't.
I think we'll do a little more, huh?
Yeah,
Do a little more. Try to see. This is our first time ever using the fire. Well, it's our second or third pour, so it's not like we've done a lot, but. So you obviously don't want to keep it in one spot for too long, obviously, but the heat's going to help the oxygen get out of the bubbles and help it pop. And
It's trying to get fire.
oh geez, okay. We're seeing steam. I don't think you want.
How much you want to do?
Yeah, I don't think you want to see steam.
It's a masterpiece.
So,
you want me to get?
yeah, good. Might as well, huh? We'll just let it pass. Yeah, get as close as you can to the actual picture.
Gosh, I can't believe how good it looks.
So you can talk while I'm.
So you can see the little. These are for a lot of you watching this, you may already know all this. How was that little stutter? What the heck was that? Anyway, sorry, I was thinking like 10 different things in my head at the same time. But if you've already watched the videos, you know what cells are. But for those of you that don't, these little parts that pop are what are called cells. I remember when I first started watching these videos, I was like, cells? Stop saying cells, you dork. You're trying to sound all cool, and now I'm like, cells. So we gotta learn the lingo. But gosh, I hope I didn't do too much fire over there. It look kind of weird how those are popping. They're not level. But maybe they'll slowly flatten back out. But yeah, you can see the cells starting to develop, but not a whole lot, man. I'm hoping they start to develop more.
It might be the paint, the black.
There's just way too much black, maybe.
The corner right there. Oh yeah.
That's beautiful right there. And then look at this spot right here. This is kind of what we were going for. We were hoping more of it be like that in that corner over there.
Yeah, look at that.
The whole piece.
It's like space.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely looks like space. That's been achieved.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it though, I wish more cells would pop out though. I wonder if I sprayed silicone over it, what would happen?
I don't know.
We're gonna try, okay, you wanna film this corner? Here's an experiment. So let's see what happens here. We're gonna take the silicone and just spray it a little bit in the corner and see if it does anything. Oh geez, that was not a little bit. Uh-oh. Well,
Oh no.
okay, so I take it back. We're gonna spray a lot in the corner and see what happens.
Oops.
Let's see if any cells start developing there. I really think it's got to be kind of mixed in with the paint for it to work better, I believe, but who knows? We'll see. Should I take a little fire to it, or?
I don't know. Silicone, is it flammable?
No, I don't know.
On the top?
This stuff's not flammable. I don't think. Oh, it is flammable.
Oh.
Oh wow, okay.
Maybe not do that.
Yeah, so silicone
Let's not
is
do that.
flammable, so we won't light that part.
I see the cells coming through on the corner
Yeah.
there.
Where the paint kind of mixed together a little bit better, yeah.
I think the black just kind of overtook
It was too
everything.
much black. You know what? I shouldn't have done the black between each one. So here we go, people. This is why we say we do these experiments to, you know, see what happens. So I think this is still going to come out looking pretty cool. And there's obviously a lot of people that probably just like minor cells that don't want it to be crazy. So this might be perfect for some people. But I'm really interested. We'll give this a couple hours and really see how it develops after a couple hours, because we've done other ones. Like here's our very first one we did, and we still need to add I mean, this one came out awesome right here. It's not shiny because it's completely dry, but we need to add the resin. We're gonna still do resin on top to get that nice shine. But I mean, those cells came out great. But I did black on just the base coat on this one, then did all my other colors, and that was it. So you can see what happens. This one's got tons of black in it. This one, they're not the same colors, obviously, but actually kind of similar.
They're different paint. Yeah, they're different
similar.
paints too, different style paints.
So, yeah, so that's what a lot of cells will look like for you right there. And we'll eventually resin that. It'll look cool. But yeah, so I'll give this one a few hours, and we'll come back to it and see how it looks. But I still like it though. It looks cool.
Yeah.
I like how the corners are kind of, you know, really different and everything.
Yeah.
And as time's sitting here, I'm liking it more and more. It looks like things are starting to develop a little bit.
Yeah.
And then also, like we said, we use the glow in the dark colors, so it'll be interesting to see
Under black light.
under black light, or shine a light on it real bright, then go put it in the dark bathroom and see if it glows at all. But see, like these little tiny cells here, these are what I was hoping would start to break open more, because once these break open, it reveals the color underneath, and that's how you get so many different colors. But yeah, I think the black is just overwhelming it. There's just too much black. Yeah.
Well, we know just to do one layer of black.
Yeah.
Next time.
Or a layer on the bottom and a layer on the top, maybe. You know, not every single layer though.
I'm gonna.
All right, so that's this video. On to another one.